Hello, I'm Natasha. Welcome back to my channel. British companies are now paying the highest electricity prices of anywhere in the developed world. And why is this? In this video, I want to try and explain what is going on with energy in the UK and who really benefits from this situation. The UK has been a net importer of energy since 2004, meaning that the country uses more energy than it can supply from domestic resources, so it relies on other countries to meet its energy needs. Being so reliant on other countries leaves the UK exposed to disruptions to supply and volatility in international markets. Last year, for instance, the overall cost of fuel imports doubled to £117 billion. In 2002, the majority of the primary energy consumed within the UK, 78.4%, came from coal, oil, and gas, known as fossil fuels. The UK gets most of its gas from Norway, the North Sea, and the US in that order. The North Sea supply is running low, though, like many reserves. And as some countries run dry or move away from producing gas for environmental reasons, this will result in higher prices for everyone else. UK gas is expensive because it's heavily influenced by the wholesale price and because the great majority of the gas supply is imported. For oil supplies, the UK imports from Norway and Russia, and we still do import from Russia, it's just coming through India instead. However, it seems that one country does benefit massively from cutting off energy supplies from Russia, and that country is, of course, the US. The UK had agreed under Rishi Sunak to double imports of US gas to try to stabilise soaring energy prices. Under the agreement, the UK aimed to double imports of liquefied natural gas (LNG) from the US. That is equivalent to about an eighth of the gas that the UK uses every year. And did you really think that the US under Biden or Trump care about the environment? Recent research shows that the production and transport of LNG causes up to 10 times the carbon emissions compared to pipeline gas. In addition, most of the increases in US gas production since 2005 have come from fracking, which is controversial in the UK for environmental reasons. LNG is also more expensive than pipeline gas as it involves regasification at the receiving LNG import terminal. It seems to me that Europe is literally crumbling as a result of supporting Ukraine, and the only one who is benefiting is the US. Germany is in the process of deindustrializing and can only blame itself because it cut off cheap gas supplies from Russia. The US told Germany and the rest of Europe that they would be able to substitute cheap Russian gas for American LNG. But there is no chance that even enormous amounts of investment can render LNG more competitive than piped gas. What has Europe done to itself? Europe is literally responsible for its own deindustrialization. In the UK, for instance, the energy crisis could send the NHS energy bill soaring past £1 billion a year. I look at a leader like Viktor Orban, and he seems to me to be the only leader who has the guts to do what is right for his country. Residents of Budapest pay on average 2.56 euro cents per kilowatt hour for their gas and 9.31 euro cents for their electricity. Hungary is reliant on Russia for its natural gas supplies and seeks to continue buying from Russia. In the UK, by comparison, gas prices will be capped at 6.34 pence per kilowatt hour and electricity at 24.86 pence per kilowatt hour. So, what do the leaders in the UK need to do? In the long term, they need to prioritise self sufficiency either through nuclear energy, fracking, or the like. The issue with this is the lead time to develop these sources of energy. In the meantime, the UK and Europe need to try and find cheaper energy sources. For me, this can only be by doing what Orban has done in Hungary. Will they do this? I highly doubt it. I doubt even a reform government would do this, as they are far too arrogant, like the British establishment in general. But this is what needs to happen to bring back competitiveness to the British economy. Let me know what you think in the comments below.